Okay, so I'm gonna start the flat frames. I'm gonna choose 10. I'm doing 5-second exposures, 220 gain. Seems to work. This is about the histogram that you want for the not tonight, really for all of them, for all of the sensors. But I'm gonna capture dark flats after. I have a video about this that I told you. Shows you a detailed explanation of what you can do. After this, I'm gonna take some dark frames, so the noise will be kept to a minimum, especially since we are gonna use relatively short exposures with the altaz mode. I think I'm gonna use either 8 seconds exposure, I don't know exactly, or 5 seconds and bump the gain up. Okay, cover the telescope. So, cover the telescope now. And it's gonna take the same exposure lengths, but darks. Darks for flats though, not darks to use as a dark. These are to calibrate the flat frames. And I'm gonna hope that the flats work. Because the try before, as I said many times before, is a pain. Okay, cover the telescope. Now, I will take a test shot to see if the field is flat. I'm gonna wait to average the frames. Okay, they are averaged. I'm gonna take a test shot. I don't care about start rates because I'm only looking if the field is flat. Seems decent, but perfect. But it's different. The dust modes and everything are gone. Yes. Hard to say, but I think I'm gonna roll with this and see how it goes. So I take in darks and I'm gonna do the alignment now. So I'll connect the mount as well, so I can dither. And right now you can't see anything because it's pointed at the wall. Okay, Polaris and Antares maybe, yes. And I'm gonna adjust the solving to 42mm because that's the telescope I'm using. Push to assist. Polaris. It's the second one, the North Star. I'm quite off. I didn't align to Polaris well. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just point the mount by eye. So that's why it wasn't aligned good. So don't do that. Don't be lazy like me. Okay. I think. So what do I always say? Check, be sure. Yes, Polaris. Don't just say, oh no, it's Polaris. No, check, always check. right now I'm adjusting the cables. The mount is turning the opposite side. For some reason, it didn't go to the other side. This happens. Instead of it turns to the easiest side, it turns opposite side. And I believe the focus is spot on, so I don't have to touch it, I think. Okay, we are aligned. Now the target I'm going for, I know I maybe messed up the name before, but it's actually NGC6604. This is actually I can see the nebula already. It's here. But it can be M16 as well. I think that is M16. Because M16 is very close to this one. So I'm gonna check. This M16 is very bright, so it's probably M16, that one. Okay, yeah, that one is M16. This one is the nebula I want. And you may say, well, align your field of view so you get both of them, but since I'm using an altaz mount, the field of view will go bonkers on the edges and I have to crop anyway, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm just getting the middle. And M16, I have imaged it a lot of times, so I don't really care about it. Today at least. Alright, darks. I'm gonna use 8 seconds, gain 350, and I'm gonna see if this will work, because I don't know. I hope. I don't know if you can hear, but there are a lot of wind. I hope I won't get messed up. But the mount has to stabilize, so it's not stabilized yet. As you can see, there are a bit of star trailing. Okay, so I'm live stacking, so on target. As you can see, it's not being affected by wind. I'm gonna lower this one to 4.4, something like that. I'm getting good stars, like point stars. This is NGC6604, this is the nebula. And the wind is very windy. I'm not gonna be bothered by a bit of stuff, rejected frames as I'm expecting them, to be honest. Obviously it's with a lot of wind that comes a bit of rejecting frames. It's totally normal. And I haven't imaged this nebula before. I'm really curious to see how this comes out. It's kind of a nebula region. It's not really like a whole nebula of itself, but we'll see what comes out of it. As you can see, look at how small the Eagle Nebula is. These are the pillars of creation. As you can see, I have some tilt here. The focus, I think it's the flattener. The flattener is wiggling a bit. It's not perfectly tight. I see if maybe I wrap some plumber's tape or something like that around it. I'm not sure if it's the focuser or the flattener, but I will see. And I hope I'm not getting bending, because I can see some bending moving up close. I forgot to turn on dithering, obviously. Oh, sorry. I should still set up to my IQ mount. Dither only now guiding. So dither seconds. I'm gonna do the first one. Oops, I haven't got dithered yet. But I'm gonna do every 150 seconds, something like that. Should be fine for an altaz mount. So I am just crossed the 1 hour mark, and to the live stack, as you can see, this is the nebula in the middle. Looks cool. And this is it on serial. It's a background extraction. It doesn't have a name, this nebula, I guess, I don't know. And it's just this cluster in the middle in NGC6604. So I'm curious if this nebula has a name. I will probably search it later and see. But it's going good. I actually bumped up the exposure a bit, 10 seconds and 350 gain. Because I was getting bending before. When you are getting bending, it means you need to bump up the exposure, because you need more exposure to go over that. But since I tuned the virtuoso mount, I wasn't able to get 10 seconds before with decent stars. Since I tuned the virtuoso mount, I went even 20 seconds and got a decent star. But I wouldn't push to 20 seconds, because with 20 seconds then you will be rejecting lots of frames, and it's better to go less and stack more than stack the longer exposure and waste a lot of frames. So still windy at the moment. I won't probably stay the whole night on this one, or maybe search for another one to image, and we'll check on Stellarium. But it's going good so far. Okay, so I came to the finish of the stack. As you can see, this is how it started. Just to give you an idea of the difference exposure makes. This is how faint it was in the beginning. And this is the final one. As you can see, there's a lot of field rotation. As expected, obviously, it's an altaz mount, but I think it's done a pretty awesome job, to be honest. And it's got cloudy now, so I'm gonna stop. I stopped actually already. Okay, as you can see, this is just an auto stretch for the data. When we process this, it will be much better, but for an auto stretch, it's pretty cool. So we'll get to the processing part now. Okay, now let's process the nebula. I done some cropping here of the nebula itself, and I saved it to the desktop. And now let's go to Grexpert, and we are gonna do some star deconvolution and some denoising here. So first thing is you load the image that you saved on serial. Press stretch down here and go to deconvolution, stars only, and do 0.2 strength or something like that, and press the on valve. Okay, and when the image is ready, save the end image of the deconvolution, and then we reload the image. Reload the image here, and now we're gonna do some denoising. In this case there is a bit of heavy noise, so I'm gonna choose 0.85 denoise strength. If you have less noise, you choose less, but since I used an altaz mount, the noise is a bit excessive, you know. It's totally normal. Okay, so next I loaded the denoised image on serial, and the next step is channel extraction, because I'm gonna process this image in HOO, which is hydrogen O3O3. Okay, I extracted the channels. Now you go to your directory. Depends where it's saved. Normally it's -70 pictures folder, and you take the GP channels, copy, go to lights, and paste. And we are gonna stack these two. In this case, I'm gonna choose the script without DBF. So we're gonna stack the signal from the green and blue channel together, and we are gonna use the stack as the O3 channel. And now you put this is the result. This is the final stack. As you can see, it's pretty noisy. And now channel extraction, because for some reason when combining without extracting a channel from these, it won't let you, so we have to extract. I normally extract the red one. Because for some reason you extract other channels. I'm gonna rename this A, so it's different from the other ones. If you extract one of these channels instead, the serial crashes, but the channels are all the same, so we can extract whichever of them. Now go to image processing, composition, RGB compositing, and we're gonna combine the channels. So first one is the red channel, luminance. Second one is the red channel as well. Third one we choose the stacked O3 and green channel. And the fourth one we choose that as well. And now we have to do a background extraction, which is why you see the image all red. Okay, as you can see, the image got slightly bluer, which is what we want. I like this palette. It's slightly with O3 signal, it's cool. Now, the next thing is star processing, star net removal, and we're going to remove the stars. I choose these two. When the image is an auto stretch, press execute. Now it will take some time, maybe 1 minute. Depends how fast your processor is. And we have a starless image at the end. Okay, so we have the starless image here, and now I'm gonna put a box somewhere under that part and go to linear stage and I'm gonna stretch the image with generalized hyperbolic stretch. And this is a really controlled stretch, and you can stretch just the nebula part. The first stretch, I like to make it, I increase the stretch intensity and bring it like this, so that you bring some of the signal out. Go to linear stretch, black point, to darken the image, and choose generalized hyperbolic again. And this time I'm gonna choose the eyedropper tool, so I'm gonna stretch just the nebula. And you go back and forth, keep darkening and keep stretching. Alright, it's coming out nicely. Now you want to avoid overstretching, which will be prominent when it will be noisy, the image. On the final stretches, I like to bring the highlight point down, so I'm not stretching the background as well. Okay, I'm gonna try stretching on these colors. Oh, it doesn't look good. Slightly increase the blue, very slightly. You can also increase the redness. What I find helpful is seeing the red channel, because this is the H-alpha channel, so these two should be pretty close. But obviously the black and white stands out more. It's always stand out more. But it should give you a pretty good idea what data you need to stretch still. Alright, I think I am finished with stretching. I'm gonna try some curve. It's this. You can see me messing around, and processing makes you crazy sometimes. You think you are doing good, but sometimes actually you are making the image worse. I'm gonna stretch the green and blue a bit, because the image looks very red at the moment. Okay, like that. So we have a lighter background. Go to stretches, as in transformation, and we can lower the black point a bit. That's it. Okay. Now the starless image is stretched. I'm gonna override the starless file and save as 32-bit, not 16. Image processing, star recomposition, and we are gonna combine the stars with the background image. Load the starless image here, and the star mask here. And as you can see, it got darker, the image. It's a common problem with sail.